and welcome. I am Sally from Get Out There Adventures and I'm here to do my very first product review. So thank you for being here and watching. It's absolutely exciting to be here and to talk you through this pretty amazing product. So obviously I'm here with a backpack and you are either watching it on YouTube directly or in a blog on my website. Either one of them, all the information will be in below, either in the blog or in YouTube. But specifically for backpacks, it's what do you need to look for in a backpack. And if you haven't already, jump onto another blog of mine which I've come up with 5 easy things to look for. Now these 5 things I've learnt the hard way over my time, and I've put them in these 5 categories to ask, I guess, questions under each of them depending on what you need. So everything that I'm explaining to you today, it also comes down to personal preference, and I guess you won't know what you like until you get out there. But hopefully this will help you narrow down the options, because there is so many options out there, and it doesn't really matter what everybody else has got, but rather what will work for you. So these 5 things I've broken down into the size of the backpack. So depending on your use, what you need your backpack for depends on what size you need. I'll go through that in a little bit more detail. Water or hydration, does it carry hydration and water? So a water bladder specifically, so you can drink directly from the hose as you're going. Waterproof, although no backpack can really be waterproof, but if it has an inbuilt cover to cover it for rain spray at least, and if it doesn't, then getting an additional one. But ultimately, to make sure that everything stays dry, you need a dry sack. Everything inside your backpack needs a dry sack, which is another thing altogether. Pockets, does it have easily accessible pockets while you're on the go? That I found severely frustrating on a lot of backpacks that I've purchased along the way, and then because you're investing in it, and then so it can be frustrating to take off your backpack and then try and look for some food, and you waste time and things like that. But again, it's up to you. And then the 5th one, which is the ultimate, is comfort. Is it comfortable? Does it have supportive harness specifically for women on your hips? And this one I would have to say, I'll go through, but has to be one of the comfiest backpacks that I've ever tried, ever. So they're the 5 things. So you're looking at the size, hydration, waterproof, pockets, and comfort and hip support. So we'll go through this backpack, and I'll start with the comfort on this because I've got it on. It's easier. Now, this backpack has to be the comfiest in terms of hip support. So this hip support actually has really flexible. So there's some other products, they are quite rigid and look for some women, some everyone else, men, everyone really, doesn't really matter. Sometimes they like that rigid hip support. For me personally, it was too much, but this, I don't know, I feel like this is a happy medium. So there's the hip support that goes in here. But what's really cool with this product, didn't actually mention what I've got. So it's a Shimoda Action 50, and I was given this by Maxim, and you can purchase it from there. I'll talk a little bit more specifically about the product and etc. But so the hip support, but what's really unique with this is that this part here with these 2 straps actually is removable. So it came with a standard shoulder harness, but taking that off and then putting this specifically for women. And the biggest thing I think that makes it the most comfortable is it's got these 2 connections, so one under the bust and one above, and I've never seen a backpack that does that. So it literally feels like this backpack is hugging me, and it's so supportive. So comfort level 10 out of 10. Pockets, so on the go pockets. Now here this pocket here on this particular one, which is the female adjustment, you can literally fit an iPhone easily in here, which I love. I can easily access it. And this one here, this pocket here, oh, actually I've got a wrapper in there. It fits a muesli bar perfectly straight in. It's just like meant for a muesli bar. It's absolutely awesome. I couldn't believe my eyes when I saw that. It was pretty cool. So 10 out of 10 for pockets. Hydration. So it does have a hydration. It actually slips at the front of the backpack, which I can go through as to why that is, because this backpack specifically is designed for professional photographers. So this brand, Shimoda, I haven't come across because I'm a hiker. I'm not a photographer or a videographer. Nowadays with phones and things, you can capture content easily. So this is actually made for specifically adventurers who capture content, who have big professional cameras. But what I love about this is you don't have to use it for that. And the reason why I haven't come across it is because it's not really sold in like adventure stores, I guess, because it's tailored towards specifically that market of that cameras. But I have to say the comfort level is just absolutely worth it. So that's hydration. Now for waterproofing, this backpack is actually got a material, and the zips are got those sealable zips, which is pretty cool. And this is like heavy duty canvas because it's made for adventurers who, if you look at some of their promo videos and things, like you've got skiers and rock climbers and all that sort of stuff who capture like epic adventurous content. So this needs to be really durable. So that's really, really cool. But I have also got a water cover because it doesn't come with a cover included. So that's in this top section. No, I lie, it's in the bottom section. So going through the size of the backpack, this is the x50, which is like middle size. The reason why I went for this size is because it's in between what I would think is a day pack, and you could stretch it out to a 1 or 2 night through walk or overnight hike if you don't have your camera gear. So if you've got camera gear, then I would say it's a day pack because the bottom half of this pack is gone with all your gear. But with someone like me, and I'm sure a lot of you who are watching this, this backpack you could use for an overnight hike as well. So I love to get backpacks that I can at least go on a 1 or 2 night overnight hike, and I can use as a day pack because backpacks aren't cheap. And if you get a day pack as well as a specific overnight pack, I don't go overnight hiking enough, but when I do, I really want them. So size, I think this is a really, really good option. So specifically inside the bag, we've got, it's hard to see, but there's this one big pocket that you can, so I'd probably fit all my gear that I need to access straight away, like food. I've got my first aid kit and everything in the top section. The water hydration actually fits in the front of this pocket, or this front of this bag, because like I said, it's made for camera gear. So in the back here, usually a lot of hiking backpacks, your water bladder's like flush on your back because of this, and this is like so comfortable. You can see a lot of padding there. So yeah, so that's where the hydration goes, and it feeds through to the back, and it pops out here nicely, which is what I look for. And yeah, really, really valuable. And pockets galore because it's made for camera gear. But also what I love is this sort of pouch. You can unplug, or pull out, or you can put it back in. But you can put things like your tent. You could put, for a small lightweight tent obviously, you can put it in there and you can clip it together. Because I'm somewhat an amateur content producer, what I'm filming on now is a little tripod, so I can put a little tripod on there and strap it together, which is kind of cool. Also on these hip harnesses, things that you can hang things off, which I've got a little selfie stick thingy that I use when I'm hiking out on my own, and I can hook it on there, which is really handy too. So the main pocket, which is where they traditionally put the camera gear, if you can see that, it's actually quite big. Now this is that pocket that I was accessing from the top. You can see that there. So that actually squishes up here nicely, and you've got all this space under here. So it's absolutely massive. Well, absolutely massive in the terms of being able to do an overnight hike at least. I've got that waterproof bag that it actually is, it just unfolds and then covers the backpack for extra water. But like I said at the beginning, nothing is truly waterproof. Like, water's going to get in, so the only way to do that is to have dry bags, all your gear, individual gear in dry bags. Another good reason for that is you can categorize all your things, so you can just easily grab stuff as well. So it's not only good for keeping things dry, but also segmenting things in your bags, and you can actually access it really easily. So I've got that, and then I've got my rain jacket in there, but I could fit my mattress, big things is tent, mattress and sleeping bag in here easily, just squished it all in there, so that's great. And then all your food and stuff can go into the top pocket. The beauty about this is if you do want to go on an overnight hike, is it expands. So when that top pocket squishes up, you can actually undo this little thingy and make this a little bit more, so you've got that height in the top of the bag, which is also a bonus, and highly recommend. So you can access that top pocket by unraveling this, or there's a nice little zip here that you can open and access it easily. So yeah, so this backpack you can get from, like I said, Maxim. I'll put all the details, like I said at the beginning, in the below, but it's a Shimoda x50, absolutely amazing. Cannot speak highly enough of this product. If you've got any questions, and you're either on my website, or I'll put the details on the YouTube as well, on DM me on Instagram or send me an email, I will be more than happy to answer them. Thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed my first ever product review, and I'll see you soon.